Sure.
Here's a fictional Vietnam War story that captures the intensity, brotherhood, and chaos of combat. The Ghosts of Hill 407. We called it Hill 407, a nameless rise in the jungle near the Cambodian border. Command said it was a routine recon mission: go up, scout enemy movement, and come back before nightfall. But in Vietnam, there was no such thing as routine. Our squad, just 8 of us, moved in a single-file line through the dense underbrush. The jungle was alive, but it wasn't the birds or insects that made us nervous. It was the silence between their calls. The kind that meant we weren't alone. We reached the base of the hill just after noon. That's when we saw them. Fresh footprints, too many to count, leading up toward the ridge. Sarge held up his fist. We froze. Then, the first shot cracked. Bobby went down before any of us knew where it came from. One shot clean through the neck. We dove for cover as the jungle erupted. AK-47 fire ripped through the trees, their muzzle flashes like fireflies in the shadow of the canopy. We returned fire, but they had the high ground. We had no choice but to push uphill, one desperate sprint at a time, hugging the thick tree trunks for cover. Sarge was barking orders, but it was all instinct now. I saw Grady drag Bobby behind a fallen log, blood soaking through his uniform. Mickey, our radio man, was trying to call for air support when a round took him through the shoulder, knocking him flat. I don't know how long we fought. Could have been minutes, could have been hours. The world shrank to the weight of my M16, the sound of my own breath, and the enemy just beyond the trees. Then I saw him. An NVA soldier, not 10 feet away, his rifle raised. He was young, probably no older than me. For a split second, we locked eyes. I pulled the trigger first. The hill went quiet not long after. When we took stock, 4 of us were still standing. Bobby didn't make it. Mickey would live, but he'd never use that arm the same way again. We never found all the bodies of the enemy. Just blood trails leading into the jungle.
Ghosts.
Command called it a victory. But we left something on that hill, something more than just our dead. And some nights, when I close my eyes, I still see that kid's face. Want me to tweak anything? More action? More psychological depth?